How's everybody doing this morning? Amazing, amazing. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for all the people in the room. Thank you people in the other room watching. We're definitely blowing out of this place, and we appreciate all of the support. I got my family here today. I got my kids here. They're like, Daddy, don't put your hands in your pocket. Don't cross your arms. It's very disrespectful to the audience. So I'm going to try my best to not do that. You can call me out if you see that. So we had everybody do these fun facts when they registered. We saw some of them on the screen. And I just want to, some of them were like so good, I want to call them out. So is Misty here? Misty? Misty? So Misty got married at 18 and will be celebrating her 25th anniversary, I think here at C3. There you are. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So Jeff from PwC. Jeff, where you at, buddy? Jeff, are you here? Jeff? There you are, Jeff, longtime customer. So here we go, Jeff. I know you weren't prepared for this, but I have never had a hangover. Do we think we can help, Jeff? It's gonna be a long night, Jeff. It's gonna be a long night. Jeff's over there if you haven't. So William Alvarez, a longtime friend of Conductor. I can never pronounce focus. I always say, and then it's got all these other letters, asterisks. So I thought as a group we can do one big focus, right? So on the count of three, do focus. 1, 2, 3. Focus! There you go, not too hard. We have Lima from Slack. Thank you for coming from California. Lima, where you at? There you are. Thank you for coming all the way over here. So I still don't know how to ride a bicycle. I saw this, and we went on Yelp. We found an amazing bicycle instructor, and we bought you a 2-hour lesson. It's coming to your email box. Congratulations. Little strings attached is that we're going to play a video of you bicycling next year. So, all right, we have Tim from ThermalWorks. Tim, you're here. Stand up for a second. And then we've got Martha from Schema App. Martha, are you here? Martha? Where's Martha? Come on, Martha. So Tim's like, I am 3 degrees from Kevin Bacon. And then Martha is, I am 1 degree from Kevin Bacon. I used to drive a car he had in the movie. So I thought, with Martha here, you're 2 degrees now. I guess we're all 2 degrees from Kevin Bacon. We weren't sure if people knew about that. We did a little survey at the office. 80% knew what Kevin Bacon, who Kevin Bacon was, and the whole thing. Grace Porter. I started playing the cello 2 years ago. Amazing. Now I write about serial killers. So it says a lot about you, whether you want to meet Grace or whether you want to go the other way. But we definitely want to talk. My father-in-law was just talking about Ted Bundy this last night. So awesome. So a lot of musicians. Musicians are here. Give it a little round of applause for all the musicians. A lot of musicians. We had a guy who flew a plane, not a musician, but flew the plane over a stadium after the Gulf War, which is incredible. I mean, the people that are here are amazing. And I saw there's Kayla and Mark. They said they know how to beatbox. Kayla and Mark, are you here? Stand up for a second. So, beatboxing. So I was just thinking, I know you weren't prepared for this, but what do you think about doing like a little beatbox battle on stage? Come up on stage. Get these guys a mic. Come on up. Get these guys a mic. Come on up. Make some space for them. So, what do you think? Come on, hurry up. Show them at the door. Anyone here? Anyone else know how to beatbox? I was practicing behind the stage. No, not for me. All right, let's clap it up for them. Here we go. Kayla and Mark. Whoa. All right, you guys shake hands.
Hi, Kayla.
All right, who thinks Mark's gonna take the tournament? Kayla? All right, the floor is yours. Good luck.
You wanna go? Okay, I haven't done this from college, but we'll do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's real. You're going down.
All right. Okay. Okay. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to embarrass you, but all right, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Ah!
All right.
You guys are amazing. Thank you. That was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you guys. So I think we can all agree conductor customers are indeed very talented.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
Thank you guys very much for being here. Wow. It's amazing what our bodies are capable of. That's amazing. You didn't see them, you wouldn't believe that there wasn't a radio playing. So, amazing. Find what matters. That's the theme of the show. It's the theme of my talk. It's a big question, right? What matters? Since we came up with this, I've been thinking about this quite a bit. And for all of you, I'm not here to tell you what matters. That's for you to decide on your own what matters to you, what matters in your life. But I think there's a lot to be inspired about what matters. And I've been thinking about this a lot, and we at Conductor have been thinking about this a lot, and we really want to share with you what we think really matters. So I'm going to start. So to start, this is my youngest daughter. Her name is Wella. She definitely matters. A lot. This is Ryan Sherman, a conductor from our sales team. Amazing guy, won our Humble Servant of the Year award. He matters. This is Allie from Bitspender, amazing lady, longtime customer. She absolutely matters. And this is Valerie from Wyndham. She's here speaking. Thank you, Valerie. She absolutely matters. And this is Victor. He's from the bodega down the street that I see all the time. He definitely matters. And this is a bicycle messenger. I have no idea who he is. But I can almost be certain people depend on him. And there's people who love him, and there's people that he loves. He definitely matters. And the people in this room, all of you, and in the other rooms, we all matter. And the people we're friends with, and the people that we have no idea who they are on the other side of the world, they all matter too. And don't get me wrong, I love stuff, I love shoes, I love doing things with my family, I love watching movies, but the thing that really matters the most is the people around us, our family, our friends, and how we treat each other. And I really believe that we are all connected in this world. As a species, we rise up together, and we fall down and we crash together. And for most people, your impact on each other is fairly limited, right? From a professional perspective, you can impact the people you see and touch on a daily basis. But for us, as marketers, our impact is far, far more reaching. We have the ability to reach masses of people. As an industry, in 2019, we are going to spend, as an industry, $1.2 trillion to get our message into the world. A lot of money. And when you add it all up, all the time that people spend looking at marketing, which is very relevant being here in Times Square, 84 quadrillion hours of human attention and human exposure is going to go towards marketing. Now, all of us, we create that marketing, we shape how people view the world, we spread ideas, we change perceptions, we inspire action. We have incredible power, and I believe that that absolutely matters. And I think the question for all of us to think about is, how are we going to use that power? And this all became extremely real to me in the very, very beginning of the year, when I saw an Instagram from one of my fellow conductors, which I'm going to read to everybody. Here are my top 7 unsolicited social media ads to make me feel crummy about being a human woman in 2018. Hashtag old neck, acid face, fasting, wrinkle lips, Botox, boob mask. Do you even know what's in your vagina? Blessed. This negative marketing, it might help us sell products, it might get some short-term wins, but do we really want to be putting this stuff in the world? What's the impact? Rise together, fall together. Or do we want to be part of the solution? Creating marketing that educates, that motivates, that inspires, that unifies, that brings us all together. And at Conductor, this is our mission, we deeply believe that marketing can be used as a force for positivity, as a force for improving people's lives. Now, we all have to make money, no doubt. We got to pay the bills, we got to support our families, we got to provide, we got to do the things we like, and all of us have goals and revenue targets and metrics. So that's absolute a priority. But I bet if we asked everybody here, we would love also to help people. Because it feels good, and it's good. Now, we used to have to choose between these two worlds, the world on the left, making money, and the world on the right, helping people, and these were two very separate things. Two very separate things. Good for you and good for them, not the same. But now, because people are so empowered, all of us as consumers, and just that the people are so empowered, there's so much change going on, that these things are no longer at conflict. And making money and hitting our goals and helping people are the same thing. And this is our mission statement in 2 words, right? Humanize marketing. And I think the world needs humanity more than ever before, and I believe we can really make change happen in a huge way. And it's the people in this room that are here to do it. And what we do every day, what we wake up and go into the office to do, and who we are and the people in this room, I believe we matter more than ever before. So on that note, I would really like to welcome everybody officially to C3. Thank you so much. So C3 is our opportunity to get inspired and get infused with inspiration for the entire year so we can go and grow our businesses and we can grow our careers. That's what we put this thing on for. It's an act of love from Conductor. And for all of us, it's our favorite time of the year because we get to be with you people. The people who are leading the charge in this transformation, the people who are really making this change happen. It's everyone in this room that's really doing this. And no matter where you are in your organization's life, whether you're just getting started or whether you're really mature, we want to help you take the next step today and tomorrow. And for all of you individually in your careers, we want to help you take that next step. We want to, whatever it takes, we want to help you grow. We want to help you get to that next level. We want to help you overcome something that you want to overcome. And you're going to be in phenomenal company. We are in phenomenal company. Here's some of the companies that are here. Got some of the best marketers in the entire world that you're going to be spending time with. C3 is about inspiration. It's about community. It's about helping people. Make an effort to meet as many people as possible. I promise everybody here is nice, and everybody here wants to meet you and engage with you just as much as you want to engage with them. So be open. We've got some fantastic content, which I'm sure you're all aware of. We've got a great range of speakers. Challenge yourself to do something that maybe you normally wouldn't do, right? Maybe something that has nothing to do with what you normally think about. Expand your horizon slightly. There's a lot of content for everyone, and I'm really excited about it. Partners. So this is not a for-profit event here. This is something we invest in. we pick partners to help with this event based on who our customers are getting good results from. So all of our partners here are people that our customers are using and recommending, and I highly encourage everybody to spend a little time, tap into some of their wisdom, open up. Now, something we've done since our first C3 7 years ago, and since we started the company, is we started a foundation. And we always believed from when we started the company that mission-based organizations need as much help as for-profit organizations. So we said every year we're going to do the best we can, and we're going to donate Conductor product and services to a few select mission-based organizations to help them for their cause. And this year, super excited that we've got two incredible organizations, 350 and Girls Who Code. 350 is doing some amazing work around fighting climate change, and Girls Who Code is trying to lessen and remove the gap between gender equality in the technology space. Two amazing organizations. I just want to say congratulations, a round of applause to these organizations. And anyone else who's here from a nonprofit, you guys are doing the act of God. Thank you so much. It's been a crazy year at Conductor since the last year we were here. We've had an amazing amount of success. We've taken all the things we've wanted to do. We've been selected #1 for Forrester, and our customers have given us amazing feedback. We've hired over 100 people, and we've been investing in the business and in the product. And as much as we've been building this company, we really, really feel like we're just getting started. We have so much to do. And I just wanted to say on behalf of all of the conductors, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for bearing with us. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. We are so, so grateful. Our company is full of gratefulness. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. So humanizing marketing. Now, this is the approach that we think is a great approach to take for business and marketing. And it's a really unique time to be a marketer. And I always like to take a little bit of a step back about where we come from in marketing. So I love this photo. This is where marketing comes from. It was easy to buy attention. If you had money, you can get a captive audience. And if you had a message, and it was a good message, you could sell a product, get a new customer. This is where we come from. But between now and then, everything has changed. People are incredibly in control. It's crazy how much control people have. We make choices. We have more information, more choices, more options, more selection. We're more demanding. We don't want a 3-hour window for food. We want a 1-hour window. We are so much in control. Run out of groceries? No problem. Press a button. It comes the next day. Or even in 6 hours if you live in a major city. You want to rent a place across the world and live in someone else's house? 30 seconds in the app. Press a button, do that. You get the code to their front door. Taking a trip in the morning, you want a car waiting for you when you wake up? Press the button, it's there. You're starting a business, you need an office space? Get one by the month. Get one by the minute. It's instantly. By the way, I get $72 every time I say the word WeWork. WeWork, 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 WeWork. Unfortunately, some of the old school mentality is still affecting some marketers. It still is. They're unwilling to give up on their relentless pursuit to buy our attention, and they keep chasing us. You DVR'd Seinfeld. You're relaxing. You're ready to watch. No such luck. The gremlins have found you. Another way to just piss you off while you're watching TV. They've made their way onto our eggs and our egg cartons. This is a real thing. I don't know where the Conductor marketing team is, but I was thinking for our next big ABM campaign, we go with one of those. The guy looked like me. And of course, the coveted of all ad positions, the urinal ad. Hose them down. We were debating whether this was a gender thing. Who has urinal ads? I don't know. One of our employees, it's actually Howie's wife, fiance, she bought some scrubs to go on a trip from a website called Figs. And after she purchased them, Every single place she went to, Instagram, Facebook, Fox News, everywhere these ads were following her. Creepy. And this is what happens when the gremlins get their hands on our really cool, shiny digital marketing tools, and the machines just take over. And she's never going to be a customer of this company ever again. This is no good. So the fact is, we're in this arms race for people's attention. And marketers can keep trying to push and buy people's time, but it is getting more expensive, and the results keep going down and down and down. You know, buying an audience is really a losing strategy, and there has to be another way, right? There has to be another way. You guys know another way? Maybe. Of course there's another way. And this is a way where people actually come to us, because if you know your customer, and you know what they want, and you know who they are, and you know what they're looking for, you can do what? You can give them something valuable, and they will come to you. And this is not about, I don't want to get things confused. This is not about ads and media or content or organic. This is about one very simple, basic premise, which is, are you giving somebody value, something useful, something helpful, something entertaining, or are you not? And the whole thing here is that it's an incredible time to actually be giving people value, because people need more help than ever before. Life is super hard. We all know this. Unless you're a kid, of course, and life's good. We make thousands of decisions a day. It's a lot of stuff to figure out. And the great thing today is that we don't have to wait online to talk to the village chief. We could just go to Google or Siri or Amazon or YouTube or Pinterest or anywhere, and we could ask for help. And people are doing this in a huge way. There's 10 billion people, over 10 billion people, that are searching every single day for questions and answers and things that they're looking for, requests for help. Now, all of us as marketers, it's easy to get lost in the data and the search volume and the analytics and the numbers and the spreadsheets. This is what we're doing all day. But when we zoom out, when we look at the big picture here, there's something much, much bigger that's going on. And I think about this as like a species. Us as a species, we are asking for help. We are reaching out in a bigger way than ever before. And let's just take the example of Google. When we go to Google and we type a question in or we ask Google something, sometimes people think that it's Google who gives you the answer, right? You go to Google, they give you the answer, but it's not Google who gives you the answer. They just connect you with the people who give you the answer. The people who give the answer are the publishers, the corporations, the nonprofits, the media organizations, the photographers, the videographers, the creators. It's all of you. You guys are the ones who give the answers. It's your content, it's your answers. You help people. We're the ones who are really making a difference and changing lives. Now, there's this misperception that if you want to show up, that you gotta have a mastermind who knows the algorithm and knows the system and can decode it. And that's the way of the past. And what we always tell our customers, and Pat, who does our 30 for 30, every month we start off and we say, there's only one algorithm that matters, which is the heart, the mind, the soul of the customer. Give them something that they want. The customer votes on whether they like it or not. And that's what determines whether you're found. And this is the very essence of humanizing marketing. And what I love about this is that it's not about, the future of this kind of marketing is not about machines. It's not about computers doing our jobs. It's actually about humans, about people doing marketing for other people. And something I love doing at C3 every year is highlighting the success of our customers who are really doing this. And we've got a few customers here today that are really brave and wanted to share some of their stories after we asked them many times. And I'm going to start off with Rachel G. from Versadesk, who's done some incredible work with her team on making standing desk fun and also getting some fantastic results. So we can give the mic to Rachel. Where are you? Hi, Rachel. Thank you for being here. Give it up for Rachel. Tell us what we're looking at.
So Versadesk offers standing desks and office fitness solutions to help customers improve their healthy work life. And we invite them to help us take a stand in ending the sit show. We put our customers first by listening to their comments and concerns through reviews and on social media. Insights revealed customers expressed a need to be more healthy, but their busy work life often just allowed them to do so, which is why this year we added office fitness products to our product offerings. We applied search data insights to our content creation, using it as an opportunity to optimize our current content, answer common questions, and inform them about related topics. We'd been using the term sit, stand, desk, but found that the MSV for standing desk had an MSV of 110K versus 70. So it was a no-brainer to optimize that content. Additionally, we use similar tactics when creating our blog posts, such as the post, Standing Desk Benefits Office Workers Everywhere, which is this blog post right here. And when creating VersaDesk office fitness products, we applied these best practices. The results have been the page having the largest increase in traffic of all our product pages and has seen 163 increase since January.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. All right, let's move along. We got Katie here from VitaCost talking about a topic close to my heart, magnesium. Katie, where you at?
Thanks, Seth. Over here.
I can't see. Oh, how are you?
Good.
You're over there. Welcome.
So I'm here from VitaCost, and if you're not familiar with us, we're an e-commerce company. We focus on health and wellness. So when we're creating content, we want to know what the latest health and wellness topics are out there. So we discovered that a lot of our customers were internally searching on our site for magnesium, which, if you don't know, magnesium is the anti-stress supplement. So I'm sure you're all going to go home and search for it now. So we'd already covered magnesium in several ways, so we were looking for new angles, new ways to talk about it. So of course we turned to Searchlight, and we discovered this keyword, types of magnesium. So we created this post, and we've seen a lot of success with this. In the past year, this has been one of our top performing pages on the site, and we have a lot of pages on our site. We have 40,000 SKUs, so for a blog post to outperform some of them is great. And this is really like focusing on our commitment to create content that solves for the customer, not just content that sells. And the great part is that you can show ROI with that. This post, readers of this post have a 21% higher average order value than our average customer. And yeah, this post, you can see this post has done really well over the past year. It's one of our top performing pages as far as converting new customers. So we've really learned a lot from this piece, and we've taken that to what we do every day.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, Tim from ThermoWorks. Tim, there you are. How are you?
Hey, thanks, Seth. So at ThermoWorks, we sell thermometers. Our flagship product is a $99 food thermometer. Best thermometer you can buy. However, that's obviously not for everybody, right? $99. You can buy a $15 thermometer at Walmart. So we're actually looking for people who are beginning to get serious about their food preparation and wanting to employ professional techniques. So using Searchlight, we were able to kind of target some keywords that represent the first step on that path. This piece of content is targeted to a keyword which is hamburger temperature. If someone's typing hamburger and temperature, those two keywords into the same search bar, they're beginning to think about serious matters, right? So we put together a post here. You can't see it, but there are charts. There's science. It's more charts and science than they would ever think possible about hamburgers. But that's what kind of brings them down the path. So we hired a chef. Here's Chef Martin. He's right here. We built a demo kitchen in our headquarters so that we could do the things that our customers do with our products on a daily basis. And then this type of activity, we've seen a 535% increase in total modeled traffic over the past 18 months. It works. Use Searchlight.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Matt. You're up, babe.
Hey, guys. So I'm Matt Bailey. I'm with Johns Hopkins Medicine. So we focus on where a lot of us may focus on a buyer's journey. We focus primarily being in healthcare around the patient journey. And we even focus on that early stage adoption, early stage content that even asks questions about, am I healthy or how can I stay healthy? And a great example of that is this article that we developed around the 5 truths of vaping, things you need to know about vaping. This article on its own accounts for about 35,000 to 40,000 organic sessions per week. And to give you guys an idea, so our next highest article in terms of traffic is about 14,000. So this is about double that. And over the past, since about January up until about now, so we've seen about a 71% increase in organic traffic. And a lot of that is due to the development of this type of health content. So another thing you may notice about this too is it's not tied directly to ROI. And So you may ask yourself, why have we developed this content? Why do we focus on things like this? Our content team recognized that this was a question being asked. It had a high search volume, and it was something that needed to be addressed by a credible source in healthcare. We've also taken this a step further and used Searchlight data to identify further questions that needed to be answered around vaping. So again, we can be that credible source in healthcare to provide those answers. The way we look at it is really around value. What value can we bring to our prospective patients? And the way we look at it at the end of the day is it's really our responsibility as a healthcare brand, as marketers, and even as myself as an SEO, to provide us with the real estate to be that beacon of hope, that trusted resource for people who are asking these questions that may be afraid, or they may need that validation of what they're being told by their physicians or what they're finding online, so that we can ultimately either improve the quality of life or in a lot of instances, even save lives.
Thanks, Matt. Awesome. And our last story, this is a great story. Many of us are just teams of one, and this is a great story with Vince. Are you here?
Hey.
Vince? How are you, Vince?
Good, how are you?
The one-man army with an incredible manager and leader. Rise up, sir. Embrace us.
Thank you, Seth. In case you hadn't figured it out, Solstice Sunglasses, we sell sunglasses. But our story and everything we do is all about the customer. And what we try to establish, and using the Searchlight Explorer tool, is we try and find what the customer is looking for. We either look at our website, we put in the URL to see what the customer is looking for or what they're finding. We look at the keywords, and the objective is to write the content designed around that. Based upon that, using Searchlight, we have, from when I started, we now have over 500 keywords that are showing up on page 1, which is a 168% increase from last year.
You can ask.
The other aspect is that the organic sessions have increased, for every page has increased 177%. Searches have increased 203%, and the revenue from those organic sessions have increased 252%. It's also helping our stores as well because of the fact that we're speaking to the customer. And so across the board, visits to the site, visits to the domains that we have for the customer or for the stores themselves, the subdomains, have increased roughly 28%, because we just started it, but 28% month over month, and 42% from that to our website itself. As Seth said, we are a small but very mighty team with my boss, Monica, who's right there. And come on, stand up. No, I'm looking. But it's just a constant continuation of using Searchlight and and finding what the customer is looking for. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Awesome story. So these are examples of great content. When you listen to your customers and you use the customer voice, even just changing one word can actually have an incredible impact. So look at some of these stories, right? So this is Slage. They used to use the word connected devices for their product, and they realized that customers are actually using keyless door locks. Makes sense. They changed that across their content and across their products. 175% increase in traffic. Apex, they used to use the word factor. Now they use the word freight factoring. 26% increase in traffic. Stanley Black & Decker, business security. Makes sense. Commercial security makes a lot more sense. That's what customers use. 170% increase in traffic just from making word changes. Last example here, Madison Reed. They do amazing work. They use the word specifications of. And Matt and the team realized that what is makes a lot more sense. No laughing at anyone, it makes sense. You know, we're not, 1,000% increase in traffic. Amazing. So really the power of the customer is incredible. Now, if you live in this country, there's no way you have not seen a Geico commercial. And it's just crazy how things work, because I always used to think about Geico in particular as like, okay, what's humanizing marketing for Geico? 15% off, that's a lot of money that you can save, and that would be good. You can go do things that you would like. So I almost actually resigned myself to saying, that is humanizing marketing. Advertising that they're saving people money, that's their version. And I just happened to see this commercial 2 weeks ago that was incredible. I'm going to play the commercial real fast.
Drivers just won't put their phones down. We need a solution. Introducing Smart Dogs, the first dogs trained to train humans, stopping drivers from liking, selfieing, and whatever this is. Available to the public? Never. Smart dogs are not the answer, but Geico has a simple tip. Turn on Do Not Disturb while driving mode.
Brought to you by Geico.
It's actually, if you search for it, you find their site, and it actually gives you the instructions of how to do that on your phone. Amazing, amazing example. Imagine if all commercials were like that. So making this stuff happen, how do we go do this? We're going to spend 2 days on that, and we'll probably spend a lifetime figuring it out. But at Conductor, we get to sit shotgun with a lot of companies, and we get to see what works, what doesn't work, why are some companies doing really well, why are some failing. And we went into this kind of research thinking about this, and we had these ideas like, oh, your business model or your vertical, or maybe they have a superstar employee, or how old your company is. So they have a big team, or they're investing a lot of money. And our research found that none of these things actually matter. They don't matter in terms of getting great results. Now, what we did find was some very common themes across the companies that were doing really well. And this is just inspiration for thinking about the metrics and running the team. Now, all of us focus on these things. We have goals. We have traffic, conversion, revenue, however that exists in your business. All of our dashboards have that. But the great companies, ones doing really well, were moving really fast. They were able to cycle very quickly. And they had goals around their efficiency. How long does it take us to make a piece of content? How long does it take us to make a change on the website? How many pieces of content are we creating or editing or fixing or repurposing across the customer journey? And then how is that tying to value? Are people enjoying what they get? Are they coming and they staying? Are they engaging? Are they penetrating? Or are they bouncing off? And anytime I sit with a CMO or a CEO or really anyone that wants to listen to me or hear me, I always tell them, I'm like, I know you have goals and keep your goals, but get your team to benchmark their speed and help them remove all the things that get them from moving faster. If you can do this, you will see the results will come. And the next thing that we saw across our successful customers, I think one of our customers and speakers here, Garth from GoDaddy, we captured him talking about this really well, and let's just play this video very quickly.
I educate everyone. I do a roadshow, I meet with everyone, developers, UX, writers, content producers, video production, executives, product marketing, anyone that is producing content online, and I educate and teach them how they impact SEO. All the recommendations my team gives to the various internal teams is based in data, and a lot of that is around search behavior of the individual. We're producing content based on what are people looking for. So we're trying to humanize GoDaddy as a company so we can relate and help our customers through content.
Go for a little bit.
Just chill there.
Just chill there.
Okay.
And then
So,
Okay.
yeah, here we go. So SEO people, SEOs, we know more about the customer than anyone. We know what they're looking for, we know what they're searching for, and there's really no excuse. There shouldn't be an excuse for us to be creating content, creating ads, doing anything without tapping into all of the knowledge that our organizations have. And what we found was the great companies had their SEOs really making this part of their role where they're sharing information, enabling, having a CEO-like focus on tapping into the customer knowledge. And just couldn't help but think CEO, SEO, it's one letter difference. Next big thing that we found across successful customers is I'm going to play Tobias from Datto. He really talked nicely about this. Let's run the video.
Turns out the engineers actually kind of know the most about the product and can write really incredible things about it that maybe the content writer can't write in the same way. It's really, sitting down with people, talking to them about like, hey, look, like you're on Stack Overflow all the time. You're writing this stuff about X, about the code. like maybe we could work together. We could bring the content writer in. You're not a writer. Well, we can all sit down together. We can kind of bang this out. This is, it's always about kind of trying to make it a community process.
Yeah. So all of our companies, we're started by founders that wanted to set out to solve a problem and do it better and do something better than it already existed. And over the years, our companies, we've been building more and more and more wisdom and expertise about what works and what doesn't work and the mistakes. The idea of us outsourcing our wisdom seems crazy. I love the example from ThermoWorks. It's beautiful. It's really embodying the expertise. And you can outsource the writing, no doubt, but you can't outsource the wisdom. And really learning how to channel this in the organization, how to go out there and bring it in to create something great. We see that happening quite a bit with some really successful customers, and it's something that we're thinking quite a bit at Conductor about how we can help unleash the potential of all the internal stakeholders at our company. And the last thing is about ROI. It's a big problem that everyone has figuring it out. The dynamics have really changed, right? It used to be about spend and return, and today it's about actions. It's about doing things over return. And we've really been working hard on helping our customers figure this out. The ones who are doing well, they at least have something that people agree on. There's something that they're sharing. There's something they're working on. And we've been actually partnering with Forrester for about the last 3 or 4 months. And we've built a really cool ROI framework that's going to be free to anybody, free to customers, free to non-customers. You go to conductor.com/ROI, and you can download this in about 2 weeks. So you can sign up for it, and we're going to notify you when it's there. But this is something as an industry that we really have to work on and really make front and center. Do you have an ROI model? If there's no ROI model, even a wrong one, there's no way to continue investing in a channel. So the last part of my talk this morning is, I think, the most important talk, right? We talked about vision, talked about some strategy and some tactics, and the last thing is about you, all of you. Now, the video in the beginning, we talk about this idea of changing the world. Right? And some of you might roll your eyes, or you say, I think the word gets thrown around a lot. How am I going to actually change the world? I'm working in marketing at a bank or a finance company, an e-commerce company. What do I actually do? I'm just one person. Now, I think about Tobias. Now, Tobias went out. He got a bunch of wisdom from his company. He created content. He put it out there. People are actually finding it. Now, thousands of small businesses have access to products that are really expensive, but now they can actually get them very affordably through Datto's product. And then those companies will grow, and those companies will hire more people. Because every little thing that you do, and I know it's so hard to kind of connect the dots on every action you take every day when you come in, and how that sort of makes its way into the universe. It's very much like this domino rally metaphor. You push it in, and it makes its way out. It really has a big impact. And imagine if all of us did this. And imagine if every marketer in the world thought this way and actually did this. Imagine if the $1.2 trillion that's spent on marketing was focused on actually educating, helping, sharing, giving wisdom, doing it in a way that's good for people. Because growth, this is not about just helping people. This is about growth. Growth leads to investment. It leads to higher salaries. It leads to better economy. It leads to more equality. It leads to rising tide for all people as humans. Now, I know this is not easy. There is going to be, and there already is, a lot of resistance. The number one thing we hear from customers, and I hear from customers when I talk to them, our colleagues, our teams, and our leaders are pushing back. Anyone over here get a little pushback here and there? Absolutely. Get a lot of pushback. And that's because we're being used to doing things the same way. We're comfortable. We don't want to change. We want to keep doing what we've been doing. And then inside of us, this is where the greatest sense of resistance comes from. We have doubts about ourselves. Is this worth it? Can I do it? What if I fail? Should I take the risk? Maybe this is frustrating. Maybe I should just quit. I'm really comfortable right now. And I think that it's definitely going to be hard. Doing everything great is going to be hard. But this is part of the process of driving change and driving growth. And and when you find that something's hard, just take a deep breath and step back and know that you're on the right path. And it's really how we react to these challenges of what defines our fulfillment, our success. Do we give up, or do we keep pushing? Do we blame others, or do we look from within? Do we stay comfortable, just keep doing what we're doing, or do we challenge ourselves to step into a place that's a little less comfortable, a little harder? We make these choices every day. And it's an amazing time to be a marketer, as I hope I've laid out. But marketing requires a lot from everyone. Being in the world today, the professional in the world today, requires a lot. It requires you to be great at communications. You got to know how to look at data. You got to be able to tell a story. You got to be able to analyze it. You have to be able to communicate well. To be a leader. There's no way out. There's no way around it. We got to all get good at these things. And none of us are perfect. I know for myself, furthest thing from perfect. And none of us have reached our potential or our growth or the best place we can be. I know for sure when we come back here next year, we're all going to say we're better than we were a year ago. We've grown, we've learned more. But we've got to challenge ourselves to push harder. Someone once said to me, they said, Seth, if you're not working on something, are you really making any progress? And it kind of stuck in my head, and I was like, what am I working on? And what am I really trying to do? And I always try to get a little bit of that intention of digging deep and thinking, what are the things we want to work on? What are the things we want to grow? And what's amazing is the people around us that see us every day, whether they're colleagues in the cube next door or at home, they have the secrets and the ideas of the things we can grow. And if you can't think of the things you want to work on, it's amazing what happens when you ask somebody. I encourage everybody to, over the next week, maybe when you get home, just call someone up and say, hey, what's something you think I need to work on? Give me some honest feedback. Sometimes you'll get some stuff that's a little too honest, but it's for the better. And the other thing I want to remind everybody is that we don't have to do this alone. You know how crazy it is that we're all here in this room? So much friction to get everybody in this room today. Flights and planes and coordination and all this stuff. We're all here. We're so lucky to be in this room, and we all have the ability to help each other. And I always tell my daughters this, and I say, the smartest people are the ones that ask the most questions. They're the ones who ask for help. And I think that applies through your entire life. And I would love for everybody here to have that intention and to be open. We're all here. We've created something new that we just rolled out today. It's a Slack channel that's free for everybody. I like the cheers. We could cheer. Humanizingmarketing.slack.com. We are creating this Slack channel specifically as a place for everybody in this community that's here, that's home, that's anywhere in the world that wants to be a part of this, to come in, to ask for help, to share ideas, to offer it. We're going to have some people from Conductor monitoring this today and tomorrow. So after the keynote's over, if you want to punch something in, hey, I'm looking for someone who's done this, I'm looking for someone who's done that, I guarantee you, whatever your problems or challenges are, there is somebody in this room that has thought about it and likely overcame it. So you could save yourself a lot of time and get that knowledge. So we can do this. It's an exciting time. And I thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your attention. And let's have an amazing day or two. Thank you, guys.